First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Super one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Goff now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
17.
Out of the gun. Gone. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Shell. Not by 20. Stews.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jared Goff, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
DC.
Goff. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
No, check, Patriot! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Silver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's gone. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now gone. Hearns brings it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
The first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
12, 12.
Here's Goff. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
11, 5, 5. Go, 12, go.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now a hit and a loose football, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Now it's Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Burst by him near the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And out now come the Vikings. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Goff now to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Yes, sir.
Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Jurrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Super 66.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, that's Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Goff on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one goes for 24 yards. From the 50, it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Lions on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he finds Penny. And he's got this down to the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Penny. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called